What's going on, YouTube? We got another video for you today, except today's gonna be a little different. We're not doing any reviews, we're not doing any build tutorials. I'm just gonna talk. So hopefully you'll sit there and listen, because what I'm talking about today is some of the new products we're gonna bring into the website coming up here in the next, I don't know, hopefully a couple weeks, month and a half maybe. I'm not quite sure when they're gonna get brought here, but I just got a few of the samples of some of this new stuff that we're gonna get. This right here is the Pitbull sub-ohm battery. Now this battery fires down to 0.2 ohms, so you can fire a 0.2 ohm coil on there. Right now I got it paired up with the Kangar sub tank, which we're also going to be bringing in to our new website. So now you got another place you can get your Kangar sub tank. It's like a sub tank's supposed to. Get a good clean hit. The airflow control's all there. You guys know it. You guys seen it. You guys love it. Now we have it, as well as this new Pitbull sub-ohm battery. So now I know you've seen the Spires CF sub-ohm battery. Sorry, I'm a little tongue-tied right now. Shit happens. But we're gonna do things a little differently. So with that battery, we have a built-in charger on this one, as well as a battery indicator on there. It does the same thing a sub-ohm battery does. It's just another battery with the firing switch that fires sub-ohm batteries, like you would have for your Kangars, your sub tanks, your Arctic tanks, your Atlantises, having all those. Now you have a battery to fire it, and that's meant for these tanks. Like, it's 0.5 ohm coils firing on this battery, pushes out 4.2 volts max charge, so that's firing at 2.7 volts. So, I mean, you get a good amount of battery life out of this. Speed charger in the bottom charges up to 1 amp. So you have a 1 amp block, you can charge this thing up in a couple hours. So this thing's always ready to go, and this thing lasts a good long time. I think this thing lasts me about, I think it was like 7-8 hours of me vaping on it all day. And that's a solid day vaping. Like, when I take it to work, it lasts me all day and then some until I get home, and I usually have to put it on the charger later on that night. But never had really many issues with this thing. So this Pitbull will be coming to us pretty soon. It's a great sub-ohm battery. It's got a good button, battery indicator, charger, a great charger. It's gonna be pretty cheap. It's gonna come in 7 different colors, so you can get your color choice, and then you can just top it with whatever you want. It'll fire RDAs, it'll fire tanks, it'll fire RBAs, just whatever it is that you want to fire on it, it'll fire it. The cloud production's there. That huge tank, I mean, this tank is ridiculous. I don't know exactly how many, I think it's like 7 mils of juice inside here, this thing, or 5 mils. Yeah, this thing is monstrous. I mean, this thing will last you all day. Easy. Now, if you see here, I got my Orchid. Built up my Orchid. The wick on this battery, I tested on the ohm reader, and it was at 0.44. So it's 0.5-ish. It's almost there. But this one right here is around a 0.38, 0.39, so nearly a 0.4. It's about the same wick, but the vapor production is completely different, because like with the Orchid, you don't have that airflow like you do with the sub tank you have here. I mean, the new sub tanks, these are the next generations of tanks. These things, they're changing the game. And I know you heard me in other videos saying it's going to make vapors lazy. And it will. I mean, you can just replace the coil whenever you want to get a good hit. But what I like about the sub tank is that you have the RBA attachment for it as well. Now, I didn't put that on there this time because I don't want to take out all the juice, put it in a separate container, change off this top part, put the smaller one back on there, then put the RBA adjustment, and then fill that thing back up again after I build it and rewick it. It was just a hassle. So that's what I'm saying when vapors are going to get lazy. Because myself, I'm a victim to it. I mean, I build all day. I build all kinds of different things. I have all different types of devices. I have my friggin' American Muscle with my Orchid. Here's IPv3 with the Doge. I mean, this thing's a monster. And now you got the Pitbull with the sub tank. I mean, there's all these different devices that I use all day, and I mean, people gotta wonder, how do you use all these things all day long? And it's very simple. Very simple. I have a very short attention span. And I keep getting all these mods thrown at me and say, hey man, test these things out. I want to see how it fires. Hey, see me how this thing, tell me how this thing works. If it's good, what's bad, what needs to be changed, if anything needs to be changed. I'm just like, okay, send them my way. I'll go ahead and fucking take a look at them and see what I think and give you my reviews. I know right now I'm just a new reviewer on YouTube. There's not a lot of videos. Well, I mean, we got a lot of videos up now, but we're still trying to raise our fan base, still trying to raise our followers. So if you're watching these videos and haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as possible and trying to get as many view hits as well as likes. And share your videos, put them on YouTube, put them on Facebook. Who knows? There might be a reward or some type of contest giveaway after we get to a certain amount of followers. Because right now we're at like 93 subscribers, which isn't bad. Love all my subscribers. Thank all of you again for watching these videos and for supporting me and my endeavors. But I think we should do something nice for the subscribers that we have. I mean, it's good. I'm thinking we should do. I'm thinking about doing a raffle when we get to a certain number. If we can get to 500 subscribers in the next 2 months, let's say next month, and then there might be something nice out in the giveaway. So we can see what we can do for that. We're just trying to get our numbers up, trying to get the word out there, trying to get some friggin' attention, trying to get some of that spotlight. I mean, vaping's so huge, and there's so many different people on Facebook and YouTube, and everybody that does reviews, that does shows, that does talks, that does blogs. I mean, I'm sure you get tired of listening to me talk for 15, 20 minutes every episode, but I'm not going to be the only one. Eventually I'll drag my co-host Ryan, always sitting behind the camera. I'm looking at him right now, right behind the camera. Just, yeah, he'll be up here eventually. Maybe he'll do the next video. We'll see. We'll have to see. But, yeah, if you can just, what I really want to know today is, what are you guys' thoughts on the devices that we put out? What are you guys' thoughts on what's going around in the media? I want to know what the consensus is. I want to know what you guys think is big. I want to know what you guys want to see. I want to see what regular people want to do with vaping. Not people that like me. I vape all day long, all day, every day. My life is dedicated to vaping, and that's all I do is I vape. My work is revolved around vaping. My hobbies are vaping. All my fun time is spent vaping. I hunt down vape shops. I find new juices. I try new devices. That's what I love to do. That's what I do. But I also want to know what people that don't really put that much attention into vaping use it for. I mean, I know a lot of people use it to quit smoking. That's great, and I think that's the number one cause. That's what everybody starts doing this for, and I think everybody should start doing this for, is to quit smoking. I mean, we don't want to be the next big tobacco, but hey, at least we won't kill you. It's fast. I mean, everybody's got to die. I like the airflow on this thing, man. I can get a nice good pull out of it. This thing is friggin' awesome. Okay, here's that tank. I know I'm a little behind on all this. This thing's been out for a while, but I'm kind of a cheap person. A very cheap person. I like to get and test new things. If I can't test new things, I'll just build my own things. And if it's a product that I think I'm using very often, I'll go ahead and do it. Me, I'm not a big fan of tanks personally. I like drippers. I like building. I like having the different coils. I like doing the different coil builds. I like having different RDAs with different builds on it. And I mean, I got a stock of RDAs that are just built up, ready to go, but I never use them because they're all different builds and different devices. I have my higher own builds for my IPv3 so I can use my wattage. It's like, I mean, I have 150 watts. I might as well use them, right? Battery doesn't last very long, but hey, at least I got the power. It's there when I want it. But running about a 0.4, 0.5 on coil on that IPv3 it's no joke. That thing will give you some good vapor production for a very easy build. Start doing those longer coils, start doing those wider coils where you get more surface area, you get more cloud, same amount of heat dispersion that you would get from parallels. That right there is already a game changer. And right now we're working on a new box. We're going to get a new temperature control box out there soon. I'm not quite sure exactly on the dates. I just get little hints of what's going on here and there, on new things that are to be coming, and I just get excited knowing that we got a lot of good stuff coming along to this website. We got a lot of good stuff coming into our store. Oh yeah, if you notice, I'm not wearing the beanie today. Thought I'd let it all hang out. Give you guys a sneak peek of what's under that thing. Yeah, letting it grow, letting it grow. But yeah, just want to know. I just want to know what your thoughts. I want to know what you guys want to see. I want to know what should be the next biggest thing, or not even next biggest. What should be the next thing involved? Like, I don't even care if it's something little, like just telling you what you would like to see better on a certain mod, or telling you what you would think an RDA would benefit if it had an extra feature, or if it didn't have an extra feature, or if you took some things away from another mod or put them back together. Like me personally, I think if you like the Dark Horse, for example. I mean, I love the Dark Horse. I love the Dark Horse. That's one of my favorite RDAs. It's still one of my favorite RDAs, rivaled next to the Doge. The Doge is right after that. Then after that would have to be, what would be my favorite one after that? Probably the Addy by Tobe, T-O-B-H. That thing has always been one of my favorites. It's always got to get placed in my heart. I ran that thing for like a year. That Tobe was with me for a long time, and it actually was a while back before I got rid of that thing, but I started using different RDAs, and I stopped paying attention to the older ones. I'll tend to do that. You'll see some of my videos, or some videos we run in the same setup for like maybe 2 months, and then I'll change it up to something completely different, and then run that for maybe a couple months, and change it up to something completely different. I mean, I always run something different now because I always got more stuff to look at, more stuff to test, more stuff to try, and it's exciting. It's a really exciting life to have, honestly. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't see this as a hobby. I mean, I see it as a hobby, but I don't see it as a hassle or any type of work. I mean, I come here, I test products, I try to find what's the best product for you guys. And me, because I'm a pretty simple guy. I'm a pretty cheap guy. I like to have a good vape. I don't like to spend an arm and a leg on it. So I'm all for clones. Like, clones are the easiest way to go because I don't have the money to spend $100, $200 on a clone or on an authentic or a good clone even. I mean, I'm not about that life. I don't see the point in trying to make that much profit off there. I mean, I understand, I respect the craftsmanship that's given into these mods, but it's still too much money to spend on a piece of tubing that I don't see myself using for more than a few months. I mean, if it's a mod that I would use for the rest of my life, sure, I'll spend a couple $100s on it, but that's not going to happen. That's definitely not going to happen. I mean, I figured, I'm going to have these mods forever. I'll be using it forever, but still, I don't want to spend that much money on one of them because it's just not worth it. Like, I wouldn't want to go out, like, the biggest purchase I got wasn't even a full purchase for me. It was a purchase for my buddy. That was IPv3, and he eventually got tired of it and just passed it on down to me, and I'm just thinking, thanks, bud, but why? And he's just got tired of the box because he had new toys and new devices he wanted to play with, and he never paid any attention to it. And I've always been eyeballing it because I've always wanted to have a high wattage device. I mean, I've had the IPv2 when I went up to 50 watts, and that thing was a monster. I love that thing. It was awesome. And then now I got the IPv3, and it's fun. It's good times. It's just, there's a lot of stuff you got to do with those. You have to build them a lot differently, and it's not hard, but it's different. It's just a whole different world to play in. I feel like I can get more power from a series box mod, which we may be coming out with as well. Hint, hint, hint. We might be coming out with a new series box mod. That thing is going to be monstrous, putting out 8.4 volts onto a build. I mean, you have to build pretty high just to even use that thing, but hey, use it. But yeah, so I was in North Carolina for a while. Then after I learned to vape, I learned everything. I went to a vape shop down there, picked everything up. That was years ago. Yeah, I never stuck myself to put too much time into this because, I mean, it was helped me get off smoking. But honestly, the thing I was most infatuated with was blowing clouds, and that's one thing I've always loved to do. I mean, I've always been infatuated with the smoke. I always loved to see large amounts of smoke coming out of my mouth. I used to go to hookah bars all the time when I was overseas with the Marine Corps. If you notice, I always wear this green Keep Calm Chive On shirt. I mean, it's the military version of the Keep Calm Chive On. I mean, I liked it. I got this back when I was in the service, and this shirt's seen some days. It's seen some places. Been to a few countries, and I enjoyed it. But the vaping has helped me out through a lot of this because even then, while being in the Marine Corps, running countless miles, doing ridiculous fucking training exercises, you're gonna need something to keep you going because it's rough to be smoking all the time and to be doing all the training that has to be done. It gets difficult. But vaping helped me get rid of all that. So, I mean, I enjoyed it. It's changed my life. I mean, I was a friggin' slave to cigarettes for a few years since I was like 13 years old. Started off real young, high school. Wanted to be one of the cool kids. Just smoked on a cigarette here and there. Next thing you know it, a few months later, I'm buying my own packs of cigarettes and going through packs of cigarettes at a time. And then I finally turned 18 and I was able to buy cigarettes. So I would buy cartons at a time just because I was able to, and I would smoke that much, and it was just bad. That's just because, not because I wanted the cigarette, not because, well, mainly because I needed the nicotine at that point, but just because I like to play with the smoke. I like to do tricks. I like to do things with it. I like the sensation of the smoke going down my throat and then coming back out. It was just a good feeling. That's why I enjoy vaping so much, because I can do that. So if it's not smoke, it's water vapor, and I'm not getting those little puffs of friggin' smoke that just kind of dissipate almost immediately. I'm getting some clouds. Hold on, let me get a cloud out there real quick. Can't throw some monster clouds or some tanks, or maybe you can. I don't know. The Doge. Gearspek Doge. Doing work. Like, just that right there just makes me happy. I always got a big smile on my face. And every time I blow a big ass cloud, I'm just like, clouds. Clouds everywhere. It's enjoyable. And that's kind of what people know me by, because I'm always the guy that has the mods. All these different juices, all these different builds, all these different devices that I used for different reasons. I got my competition setups, I got my leisure setups, I got my flavor setups. There's just so many different out there that I want to get into and I want to learn and want to enjoy, and that's what I do, man. I just have fun with all this. So, yeah, that's about all I got for today. Well, that's it for our video today. Make sure to leave your comments over in the comment section and make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching our video.